everyone, I'm here with an unboxing video. I have here a Witch's Roots box. I had gone off the subscription for a bit, but I was feeling a little down and I wanted some witchy things, and so I signed up again. And it's October, so I thought October, is like the witchy season, so it's probably going to be a pretty good box. So as always, it's a beautiful box. This box is really great if you're looking to build up kind of your witch's apothecary, so to speak, because they always have like an herb and a crystal and a candle and things. So it's just like really collecting a lot of those little essential kind of items, especially if you're starting out and you're just like, hey, I want to build up kind of, my collection type thing. And no, I'm not sponsored by the Witch's Roots. I wish I was. Witch's Roots, if you're out there, I'd love that. But I think it's a really great box for people who are just, looking to collect some items. And especially, we've all been in kind of lockdown and stuff where, maybe you can't get out to the metaphysical shop, or maybe there's none in your area. So anyway, enough about that. You came to see what was in the box. So let's take a look. All right. Oh, it's tight. Alrighty. Oh, there's usually tissue paper on top, but there isn't this time. I wonder if they're trying to save the environment, save money. That's fine. But anyway, that's what it looks like there. I'm going to save this part to the last because I always like to kind of guess what the theme is. So we'll take a look there. All right. So, but first of all, we have some artwork. So our artwork this month is the Besom. I think it's pronounced Besom. All about the witch's broom, which is very, very cool. I'm going to put that in my little book of shadows. I love the artwork. I think it's A.A. Alden is the guy's name, I think, that does this. The guy, the person, the woman, I don't know. Anyway, it's beautiful artwork talking about the broom and what it's used for. So great reference. And I mean, the artwork looks great in your journal. Our next people art is Blue Sage. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so this is our plant that we're working with for this month. We have here the Blue Sage. There's all sorts of varieties of sage. I think people sometimes get caught up in the whole like white sage thing, but there's so many varieties of sage. They're all protective. They're all great. So great option here and beautiful, just lovely artwork. So I'm going to put that in the Book of Shadows. All right, let's see what else is in here. All right. So, I have here a little rune, it looks like, in here. Looks like a little bind rune of some kind. It's in the little, I use these little bags, like I keep the little bags and use them as well for little like charm bags. So I'm going to have to read exactly what this is, but it looks like a tiny little bind rune with a moon on it. So we're going to have to, I don't know if that can focus there, but very, very cool. Looks like it's burnt in. So I'm going to have to take a look at that. It's very tiny. I'm afraid I'm going to lose it. Next, we have our oil, which I usually struggle to get into. Oh, this one's not too bad. Okay. Used to get bigger bottles, but that's all right. So this is Psychic Besom. So I'm guessing the besom is the theme for the month, the witch's broom. Oh, that's nice. I always say that. I wish there was smell-o-vision where I could just hold it up and you guys could smell it. It's, I'm not very good at describing smells. It's not floral. It has like a frankincense, patchouli kind of note, like very earthy and woodsy and kind of witchy, like a very good fall scent. So that's really cool. Love the oils. Oh, next we have what appears to be a large piece of, is it clear quartz? I think it's clear quartz. Very, very pretty. We can always use more clear quartz, can't we? I love a good clear quartz. I can totally use one. It's very cleansing, that's for sure. Next, we have our incense. I like, before they were putting in loose, and I like they're in packages now with a name on them because I would just put them in a box and then I forget what was what, and now I'm just like, this smells good. It is copal. Oh, I like copal. That's like a resin. When I was in Mexico, we went to like a traditional sort of Mayan village, and they burned some copal. They had we went into a cenote, which is like a cave where there's water. They're really, really beautiful. People get their drinking water from there, so you have to be like sure you're, obviously like no sunscreen when you go in there. But they're very beautiful, but they burned copal before we went in because they're considered to be sacred spaces. So you kind of have to like be cleansed before you go in. Oh yeah, that smells really, I'm holding up the camera like you can smell it. That smells really, really good. Really love that. So this seems to have like a very sort of cleansing kind of energy to it. So copal there, very cool. Next we have, oh, this is cool. There's like a necklace in here. Very, very cool. So we have our little thing here. And it looks like it has a broom on it. Oh yeah. That's really, really cool. So we've got some Ogham here. We've got the symbol for Vesta, the symbol for Virgo, and I'm trying to figure out what the next symbol is. And then we've got some Ogham symbols as well, and it says on the back, broom, cleansing, home, journey, spirit contact, protection, purity, and intuition. So that's the side there. I'm just trying to get it so that the light doesn't obscure all the little symbols on there. I don't know if that's catching it there. But it's very, very cool. And then we have that on the back. So that's really, really neat. I do like that a lot. They do have some really cool charms as well that you can use in spell work or to dedicate to certain deities and things in the witch's root box often. All right, so we have that there. And then we've got our candle. We've got a white candle there. You see that? I won't unwrap that, but it just looks like your average plain white candle. And hey, we can always use a white candle, right? And then we've got what appears to be a bundle of blue sage. And hey, I could always use more sage for like smudging, smoke cleansing, whatever you want to call it. We've got some blue sage there. Oh, it smells really good too. So that is very, very cool. I can always use that. I think that's everything that's in here. Let's take a look at our list and see what our theme is. I'm going to guess it's like broom and cleansing for this particular month. All right. The Witch's Besom. So yes, that's the theme for the month. So it says, during this sacred time of year, we spend a large part of our time focusing on our inner workings. This includes peering into the shadows, working with ancestral and spiritual guides, and using a variety of divination tools to bring clarity to our reality. It is vital that while we work through our practices during this time, that we control the energies that surround us as well as the energy that resides within our sacred space. In this very special collection, we bring in the beneficial energies we seek. The magical items in this box are as follows. So first of all, blue sage. Unlike white sage, blue sage is found in eastern and southeastern states, and it is commonly cultivated to provide its own unique energies. A wonderful alternative to white sage, this unique herb is less potent in smell and smoke and carries with it the ability to bring in new energies instead of distinctly dispelling negative energies. So a little bit of, like I said, there's different varieties of sage. They're all protective. They have slightly different tones, but it sounds like the blue sage is a lot more sustainable. We have the blue sage Grimoire artwork, yes. The broom pendant with change, Christopher Penczak. So love Christopher Penczak. Very, very cool. So yeah, for protection and purity. The Besom Book of Shadows artwork, yes. What else do we have here? Tumbled clear quartz crystal. White light cleansing mini spell candle. The Protection Home Bind Room. The bind room is creative exclusively for this collection. Placed within its design are the rooms of Rad, Algas, Othala, and Ansas. Let's see, Psychic Besom Magical Anointing Oil. I want to see what's in here. Okay, we have rosemary, peppermint, clary sage, rosemary and mugwort herbs as well. And then there's always a little quartz crystal in there too. We have our Copal Ritual Incense. And yeah, so that's what's in our box. So very good cleansing, all-purpose kind of stuff, clear quartz, white candles, sage. Everyone can use that. Great stuff. So yeah, a really wonderful, awesome box. All stuff that I can use. And like I said, like it's just like a very useful box, and it's an inexpensive box. It's not, you know, you see some of these witches subscription box and they look really great, and then you go and look at the price and you're like, ooh, that's a little expensive. So I do recommend this one. Anyway, let me know what you think. If you want to check out my Patreon, thank you to all my patrons, by the way. You guys are awesome and really help me to do these things. And you know, I appreciate so much. I lose words, but I appreciate so much all the support that I get from my patrons. It's just awesome. So if you guys want to check it out for the month of November, which is coming up soon, we're working through the Artist's Way for creativity on the coven level, and I always have weekly tarot and astrology readings, so you can plan your week as well. And there's levels too where you can subscribe to a personal reading just for you for the month. So you can check that out there if you're interested. As always, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of all these. I would love to hear. And as always, peace and love. And